Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And I hope you guys have found a very comfortable chair to sit in, or a very comfy bed, or something along those lines, because it is about to get crazy. This is definitely one of the craziest articles I've read in a very long while. And let's go over it. Let's start it out. Today we're going to be talking about Ripple, XRP, and more crypto things. So make sure you press the like button and subscribe if you enjoy that type of stuff and to also help support the channel. Starting it off, Trump's security hawks called distributed ledgers critical in US-China tech arms race. So yes, this exact thing we've been discussing more and more often within my videos here because, well, it's a matter of national security. It's a matter of all our dollars. It's a matter of literally everything. The number one position, everything. And the cool part, I guess, for all of us, is that they now recognize that this DLT, this distributed ledger technology, is critical, right? So the Trump administration has included DLT, the granddaddy tech behind crypto and blockchain, in its strategy for preserving America's technological supremacy over China and Russia. Literally, in my opinion, one of the most bullish articles on crypto we could have seen. Literally, amazing. DLT is one of 20 focus areas for the National Security Council's Critical and Emerging Technology Shortlist released Thursday. The NSC's strategy calls for investing in, developing, adopting, and promoting the priority technology. So that's kind of where it comes into play, all right? I think a lot of guys have really read over this one, but that's really where it gets interesting in my opinion. What the US wants to do now, and it's been confirmed, is they want to stay ahead of China and Russia, right? Logical. But they want to do that partially through DLT, distributed ledger technology. They want to upgrade themselves on that, get them to spearhead this development by investing in it. So there's a couple of things we can think about right there. Developing it. So maybe they're going to develop on their own, maybe work with it. Adopting. So sorry to make some hasty conclusions, but I'm thinking here about some XRP ledger adoption on a national level. Those bridges have now gone open. Or maybe those walls have kind of, evaporated. I don't even know. And promoting the priority technology. So I'm assuming this promoting means, to promote those things. And the priority technologies is just technologies out of these 20, of which DLT is one. Also on the short list are AI, data science, quantum computing, and space technologies, weapons of mass destruction mitigation technologies, and others. But I think all those literally make a lot of sense. AI, are they investing into that? Of course. Logical is the future. I think anybody can guess that. Data science, well, in my opinion, one of the most interesting subjects in this world. That's why I have, of course, focused on that in my life. But yeah, again, I can always see the necessity of that. People really understand what's going to happen, do some predictions, do some fetchings, whatever, from your data. Quantum computing, well, I don't think I have to put any words there for why quantum computing is important. Space technologies, once more, these are just too logical. Weapon of mass destruction mitigation, once more. I think you guys get the point here. But for DLT, to first be kind of talked down upon and now to be included in this list of critical in this tech race is really good in my opinion. Absent from the document, hard numbers and concrete roadmap to implementation. So that's kind of what's lacking here. How are they going to make this true? What's going to happen? We don't know. But the fact that they're working on that is good. Pockets of the US government are already investing in blockchain infrastructure. The Department of Homeland Security most publicly so. Yeah, they've talked about that. We can see they've done some anti-forgery stuff. You can see at the bottom left, US Homeland Security funds anti-forgery blockchain projects in the latest RD round, which is, in my opinion, or at least as I know, research and development. The US military is also examining DLT for combat operations, but efforts are still in the early stages. Chinese officials have been long bullish on DLT. Yeah, we know that. I mean, a lot of them are in China. And a state-sanctioned distributed networking for hosting the apps and internet services debuted months ago. It's not quite clear where Russia stands on the state-sponsored DLT use cases. Well, my 2 cents on the whole thing is we've been talking more about Ripple in the last couple of weeks, planning to move out if the US does not follow along with their plan, right? For then Ripple to kind of go away from here because they just won't allow for innovation. For the US to come out with such a statement, though, I think has changed up the game a little bit. I'm looking which article I want to tie to this one because it's such a heavy one. It's a heavy hitter. I know it was pretty damn crazy for me to see as well. But if you enjoyed this stuff, guys, make sure you press the like button to support the channel. To also appreciate the fact that I try to get this stuff to you guys in an easy to understand manner, and again, as truthful as possible. Exactly what I think I'll tell you. A couple of points to make. A couple of points to address. Right, another couple is that I guess to conclude here, which is a very important point to address, I'm thinking that this ties in more than most of what we've seen before, mostly due to the severity of both statements. You know, here we're saying that this race has become more and more critical, and DLT is another critical part of it. We know that DLT and CBDC is like, quite in the same corner, and they are most important in the tech arms race. And another part is that Ripple ties into this equation really, really quite well. Because literally, today and yesterday, we've had conference with Ripple, them talking about leaving the US if they don't allow for innovation in a fintech then, but tech perspective. And then boom, next day, or kind of same day even, the Trump administration comes out and says, well, this stuff, what they're talking about, DLT, distributed ledger technology, is critical to winning the race. Don't you think these guys then are also going to be like, well, let's help Ripple out by making this a little bit clearer and easier on them? Don't you think that sounds logical? I don't know, though. I think so. Here, look at this. Look at this. Digiboy asked a question. How is USA thinking about crypto? Just one advice. Move to another country. Chris Larson, don't just tread it. Just do it. Leave the US. Maybe they don't have to. Maybe the US is finally recognizing the importance of this all and moving along and helping them out. Then, how are policymakers thinking about crypto? Blockchain ASSN Kristen Smith discusses this at Swell. She says, this is an ecosystem that evolves so quickly with many different use cases of the technology. As awareness and understanding of these different types of crypto assets move forward, we're starting to see changes. That's a very much nothing answer as we get nothing from it. But I guess it's kind of cool that, no, I can't really say this is important, honestly. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I actually really don't like this one. It's not a good quote. I thought I could maybe fetch something from it, but no. I mean, this is nothing but logical either. I mean, we're growing, yeah, it's evolving quickly, okay, but she's from the Blockchain Association. So, I mean, what else was she going to say? We're growing so slowly? What? No, well. Blockchain and Payments Report 2020, From Adoption to Growth, right? This actually comes from Ripple, and I definitely think I owe it to you guys to go over this in a very slow manner, go over every single point. But to conclude here, you can see it from the title already. It's just been a rapid pace in really how this whole technology and how this whole revolution and idea from Ripple has all grown and all changed as well. How it's all changed over this very short amount of time. If we're talking global payments and cross-border payments and things like that, all that we know about it, all that we're learning about it, has all come so much more into a necessity type of category because of the bigger pandemic that's going around right now. I mean, they are scaling, yes, but they're also so much more increasingly needed. And I think people right now appreciate it way more than they would have done about a year ago, that these payments can be a lot cheaper and more efficient. It can help out so many people. Then brief, coming back to this one, that SBI Ken, or whatever his name is exactly, SBI Ken, is not getting paid in XRP. I said it already in a video before, but I wanted to briefly get back to it again. Yes, he is getting paid in XRP. Ripple chief says payments firm doubling down on XRP after crypto asset hits $2 billion $2 billion cross-border milestone. Okay. Ripple chief says, yes. Bragg on the House says 1/5 of all transactions on the global payments network RippleNet are now performed using XRP. It's kind of strange because, I mean, did they share this over on Swell right now? Because, I mean, we knew about this already. He has actually said this in multiple different places before, so I don't know exactly where this part is new. Maybe the part that they've transacted more than 2 million times, or with a nominal value of 7 billion. But I thought all that stuff was done already as well. So I don't know which part exactly comes from Swell. I don't really understand that, because I knew all these numbers already. Yeah, so don't know too much, but maybe it's cool to know. Maybe it's cool to see again. I have warned you for a long time. We are now approaching the breaking point. There is no equilibrium. Things are about to get crazy. On American Express, is a global digital reserve currency on the horizon? By the way, Ripple quotes their own currency sometimes as the global digital reserve currency, and now it's on American Express, which is rather interesting. Then, RBS to open first cashless bank with no ATM or cashier service, which is another rather interesting one. And then all the bank stocks, or at least some bank stocks, and how they're doing. Lloyd's Bank, Santander, you can see all for yourself. It's all going downhill. It's all going bad. In the last, how long period is this? Let's quickly check here. Is that 5 years? Oh, 2 years is that. In 2 years, they've all been going downhill, those banks. Rather interesting. More stuff. Let's see. Matt has shown DLT is critical tech. Kind of comes down to this White House one, but then said in a different manner. He's just included within this list here that's alphabetic. Distributed ledger technology is one of the most important parts that they're focusing on right now. And yeah, I mean, the rest, most of them are all just too obvious to tell. But DLT is one of the only ones, and actually semiconductors and microelectronics. I think those two are the ones that I would have not really thought about as quickly as most other ones. Maybe I'm missing one of them right now. I guess advanced sensing, I would have also not really thought about that quickly. But agricultural technologies, well, yeah, you're talking about food and things like that. You know, advanced computing and quantum computers, they're kind of the same thing to a certain degree. Not really, but they could be. Yeah, you know, those things are more than logical, but some you're forgetting about. Like DLT, it's so important yet so kind of forgotten. But they've now called it within the critical and emerging technologies list that they're going to be having to improve on to win this U.S. kind of war. Pretty damn good, guys. Pretty damn good to see this is happening. Really in front of our eyes as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then something I have not touched upon in a couple of months, really, but I really want to get back into a little bit, and I want to know from you guys in the comment section, are you still excited about this? Crypto Payments Network becomes 10th member of blockchain for Europe. Ripple's in this, some other guys are in this. A crypto payments network with 4 million registered users has joined the likes of Ripple and Binance as a member of blockchain for Europe. And the project/coin I am talking about is ETN, also known as Electroneum. You guys know I've been supporting this coin since the start. We've of course been talking about it less and less because I lost a lot of my coins when Cryptopia got hacked. But I still have, I guess, quite a bullish view on it longer term. And they've definitely been doing quite a lot of interesting things over the last couple of weeks, couple of months. So I'm definitely going to be updating you guys more on that. But let me know if you want more of it, in the comment section down below. Are you guys still holding that? I'll ask some more questions about it later. I'll talk more about it. But just wanted to quickly say they're doing stuff, which is kind of to my surprise. I wasn't really too much focused on it anymore. But yeah, they're still there. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? So many years. It's one of my first crypto projects, by the way, over on YouTube. One of the first things I started off with. So it's really crazy for me to see that. But yeah, that was just a brief little talk. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video. Make sure you press the like button. Make sure you subscribe for more because there's more coming tomorrow.